Whoa. Before we get into all of this fancy stuff, allow me to break it down for y'all. Mmm, rice. The world's food. A delicious food. No, I'm not joking when I say this though. It's the world's food. Rice is the world's most important crop, as it is the primary staple for more than half the world's population. You say a country, and they most likely grow and eat it. Spain, Indonesia, Nigeria, India, China, and many more. In some countries like Japan, for example, rice is more than just a dish, but actually a part of their culture. Now let me tell you about something else. Vitamin A. What is even a vitamin in the first place? Vitamins are substances our body needs to keep functioning right. If your body is a house, for example, vitamins are kind of like little maids and butlers that make sure the doors are closed, the people in the house are satisfied, the place is clean, the lights are off, the milk is put away, and the windows are closed to keep the heat in. This is no exception with vitamin A. Vitamin A is also known as retinol, is very important to our vision, growth, our cells dividing, our reproduction. It is also an antioxidant, meaning it works with our immune system to keep us healthy. Lastly, most importantly, vitamin A is a compound that the human body cannot make itself, meaning this is something we need to get from an outside source. This last point I mentioned is actually a really big problem for many people in the world. Many of us have access to many of the foods, proteins, and veggies that contain vitamin A in our local Walmart, Kroger, or even Trader Joe's if you're into that sort of thing. But many people in the world can't get their hands on vitamin A like us. This presents a very big problem since, like us, they also need a sufficient amount of vitamin A to keep their bodies going. Luckily, there's a solution. Remember that cool little chemical I showed you at the beginning? That is part of a bigger solution called golden rice. And no, it's not called that just because it's color. The reason I talk so much about rice and vitamin A towards the beginning of this video is because that is exactly what the solution is. Let's take the vitamin that people really need in their bodies and just shove it into the food that they have most of. Thanks to modern technology and some great minds in science, we have been able to make strides in this project. This first started out in the year 2000, and many people were skeptical of this, saying that this might not work out, or even that bioengineered foods would not be safe. But as tests were conducted and more research has been done, we have found ways to safely make golden rice an effective solution for those who have vitamin A deficiency. What does this mean for us? Well, now that this is a worked about solution, the question is, how can we get this to those who have this deficiency? Many of these details are still being worked out with countries around the world, but in essence, countries like the Philippines have already begun planting these seeds and hoping to have golden rice in mass production by 2028. And hopefully, we can all see a future where everyone has access to those same important maids and butlers that keep our homes running.